Hey y'all, hey! So in today's video, we're gonna make a carousel using the Walmart LED plaques. Y'all remember these? That's what we're gonna use. So let's go and get into it.
A journey through time.
I am your girl Wendy. Welcome to A Journey Through Time. If you're oldie but goodie, welcome back. And if you're new, welcome. So as I stated, we're gonna use these here. I actually disassembled this one that I had already put together with something else. So the spoolies are already on them. For those that didn't see that video, the spoolies are on here because of the little holder back here that holds the batteries for the lights, for the LED lights is built into the plaque. So in order for it to sit up straight, you have to put something a little higher than this here so it would work for you. Okay, so I'm going to use a little bit of fabric. I'm going to use some poster board and some cardboard, glue, and a few dowels here and there. Okay, so let's just go and get into the video. So first things first, you're going to need you some cardboard because you're going to take this here and you're going to flip it over. This is the cardboard. You're going to flip it over. You're going to take your pencil and you're going to draw around it. Okay, once you draw around it, of course, you're going to cut it out. All right. So you need 2 of these. Okay. So after you cut 2 of these out from tracing around that, the next thing you need to do, this is my second piece right here. Okay. So I have 2 already. So now what I want to do is draw some lines on one of them. Okay. So this one right here, I'm going to tell you how I did this. The easiest way to do this, and I think it's the best, is the second piece. Want to pick one of them for your top, okay? And then you're going to pick the grooves that are in each corner. And you're going to draw a line to the center. And that's what this is, okay? This is a line to the center on each one. So once you do that, let me come around here on this side. Now, once you've cut all your lines in each one of the little grooves from your trace out, you see how it has the little lines? You're cutting your lines, you're doing your lines right in the middle from where those grooves are. I think that's the easiest way to do it. And once you do it, it depends on what kind of cardboard you have. This one here is not very strong, so when I do it, mine just folds. So that's what I want. Each line, make it fold. That means if yours don't do that, then just splice it up a little bit. Don't cut all the way through, just splice it. So you can fold it just like this. Okay. Now I know you noticed that there's some letters on mine. That's because you got to, after you do this here, you're going to bring this in. So before we bring it in, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of these, right? It's going to be 10 now. So we're going to bring it in until it's 10. So that means I'm going to glue this here together. So now there's only 10. Okay. So now whatever design that you're going to put on the top of these, you need 5 of one color and 5 of the other color, unless you like your stuff to be one color, then you just do one color of all. Okay. So that means you're going to have 10 of these little triangles. Okay. Once you make the 10 triangles, go ahead on and put your colors and designs on them. So what I did, since I know I have 10 of these, and I know that my carousel is going to be this color, right? I made 5 of these, just put fabric on it, and I took some poster paper and did 5 of these, okay? So what's going to happen is once we glue this together, we're going to put these on here. Okay, so B is for burgundy. So burgundy is where I'm going to stick this one. P is for pink. So pink is going to go here. You see what I'm saying? And we're going to go all the way around until we've covered the whole top. All right, so that's what that is about. So make sure that you have this here spliced where you need it. And you can even put your letters in there if you need to. Okay. Also, your other piece, decide what color you want to put on the top of it as well, or underneath it. It's really your choice, your preference. So I'm going to put this pink. I think this is the pink. Yeah, I'm going to put this pink on top of this one right here. And in order to do that, all you do is take your cardboard again and put it on the poster board and trace it out. And then cut it out. And then once you cut it out, now you have a piece that you can put on the top. Okay. So now that we've done that part, we're going to go ahead on and glue this so nobody gets confused about this. All right. So that's going to be the first thing we do. Get the camera to sit up straight. So remember, with this open, just like this here, is 12 triangles, okay? But you don't want 12, you want 10. So you're going to take your scissors. You're going to cut on one of those lines. It does not matter which line you choose. And then you're going to bring it in where it overlaps on 2 of them. And once it overlaps on 2, then you have 10. And this is where you're going to glue it together. So I'm going to glue mine together now. So let's add some glue on this one and some glue on that one. Just like that, just that simple. Okay, and I'm just going to bring it in just like that. Rub it together so that it's glued together. Okay. Now, while that glue is drying, we're going to take this other piece that we cut and we're going to take this and we're going to put it on top of it the best that we can to match up the best that we can. Let's see. Mine look a little off, but that's fine. You're not going to see all that. Okay. So, that's why. Because I want my white to be on the inside and I want to cover up the brown. See what a difference that just made? Because I had it on the wrong side in the first place. So now I'm going to glue that down. Best way to do it is just glue one side at a time. You need to move it a little bit. I think you can. I'm not really sure. Glue dries pretty fast. And for some reason, I can never get these things to just go on like they should the first time. Okay. See how that little edge is showing right there? I'm not even going to stress about it, but it's there. Just so y'all know. Okay. So what this is going to do, this is going to play a part. It's going to sit on top of this, just like this here. And it's going to be glued down just like that there. Okay. Yeah. So I'm just going to take some glue and run it around the edge of this. All right. And then I'm just going to press it down to the board. And I still feel like my camera is not. Okay. Maybe that's better. It never fails when I start recording, everything seems to do what it want to do when it want to do it. Now, I have no way of holding it, so I have to get this right. I have that one piece. I'm about to let it go because I want the hot glue on my hand. Okay. So I'm going to move it around a little bit. And it's not going to stick. I know it's not because of how long it took me, but the way that that thing was sitting on, the glue was sitting on there, I'm like, I know I'm about to get burnt. And honey, I don't want that. I get burnt enough from this hot glue gun. Okay, so I'm going to go in and add glue where it needs to be added on here. So my carousel is going to be for Valentine's Day. So it's going to be a little different than your typical traditional carousel, okay? So this is where you can go in and put your pieces now. Well, they are from the top to the bottom, however you see fit, okay? Okay, that looks pretty good so far, right? Well, I can go in with some trim or what have you to put on it. Okay, so now we need to put some siding on it, right? So this is how I decided to do mine. So mine is 1.5 inches, okay? And you notice it has these same little ridges in it. So how I did these ridges, let me show you really quick. I'm gonna move that aside. I'm gonna grab some cardboard. So you take this same thing, we're using this for everything, okay? This is our template for every little thing we do, okay? So you're gonna pick one of these, just one, and put it on your cardboard. And you're going to start from one end to the other end where it stops. Move it. And you're going to use that same thing to go all the way down to the end of your board. Start it from the same little crease right here. Okay. And go down. And that's all I did to create those little waves in the strip. Just like that. Move it down. I don't know if I did this one straight or not, but just like that. And so now that I have those little creases in there, you can just go in first of all and cut these out first. Make sure you got you a nice little dent in there. Sometimes that dent is hard to get, but if you go on and pre-cut it in that little area, that'll give you some leeway to make sure that you make that little dent in there. Now, I did not do it for all of it, so I got a little lazy. And you can see some of my dents and some of them you cannot see at all. And that's okay. Okay. And then come over and you do another one. Just like that. And now we have the little waves, right? So now once you got your waves, then you go ahead on and measure out your 1.5 inches, okay? And once you get your 1.5 inches, go on and do your line. We're gonna just pretend that this is my 1.5 inch, okay? So this is the 1.5 inch, and then you're gonna just go ahead on and cut it. Okay, just like this. And there you have it. Okay, and this is to go around this here. Okay, but make sure you put some bends in it to make it flexible, because you know cardboard is stiff as I don't know what, and you got to break it in a little bit. So as always, I always do this whenever I'm trying to make it flexible. I used to do a lot of splicing to it, but I prefer this because there's no cuts. Okay, so once you got that, next thing you got to do, once you got as many as you need to go around here, right? So it takes about 3 of these little short pieces that I have. If you have one long strip, then that would be that's pretty much plenty for you. Okay, but because I don't have a long strip, I have to cut it in several strips to get around this carousel top. And so I needed to make 3. So I'm going to put it around the top and I'm going to put it around the bottom. So I actually need a total of 6 of these. Okay. Again, if you have a long strip, then you could just go on and go with that long strip. You don't have to, you know, do all the extra cutting like I had to do. I just have to, you know, work with what I have. Okay. Okay. So once you've done that, now it's time for you to cover it with whatever color that you want it to be covered with. Mine's, of course, is going to be this color. So one side is going to be pink and one side is going to have the burgundy color on it. So first, I get my little bit of material and lay it down where I can see a little bit. Let's flip it over here like this. And then all I'm going to do is add some glue to the back of this little strip, and I'm just going to lay it on the fabric just like that. Okay, and then I'm gonna cut it out. Just gonna cut this down a little bit and then I'm gonna glue it. Okay, it's way too much to fold over. Put my other color on the inside of this. Take it and turn it over. Just like that. Okay. So once I've done that, I'm going to cut this out. Okay. So got that done. So now to put something around here, I already have the rest of them cut out for video purposes. I'm gonna turn this over. So we're gonna have to apply this to here, and we're gonna also have to apply it to here. But before we put it on this right here, we have to do one or two things. We're either gonna have to take our dowels and make holes. Bring you up. Okay. We're either gonna take our dowels and make holes right here on the sides, or we're gonna take our dowels and just glue them to the wood. Okay, so in my case, I think I'm gonna make holes, not holes all the way through, just holes enough to hold it in there for me, and then add glue. So I was looking for some of my knobs that I normally use on other things because I want to put it at the top of my carousel. So now I could have did this before putting all this together, but I didn't. So I'm just make a nice little opening right there. And then I'm going to put it inside here. Put the silver part in here. Just like that. Okay. And then I'm going to try to pull it back out a little bit. So I wanted it to, well, I want it to stand up on here just a little bit, but if it don't, I guess it don't. Okay. I think that's as far as I'm gonna get it to stand up. Just like that. And that's fine. The fact that it's pink is the plus for me, so I'm gonna try to put some glue in this hole. There we go. So it's on there. I'm gonna add a little bit on this side too. Well, maybe not, because it's barely moving now. Still add a little bit. Okay. So let's start with wrapping it. Okay, so I was thinking, let me get my bend back in here. Remember we were bending these so it would go the way we want it to go. And I also like to make sure that I can bump it up against something else and it be even. I have a certain amount or a certain size for the top that I want and a certain size for the bottom. This looks like it here. Now I know a lot of people do it this way. I see them putting theirs on this way. Hold on. Like this here, with a little arch going upward. Hold on. Like that. And I think that is so cute. I was trying to decide if I wanted to do it that way or if I wanted to bring it downward. Like this. And it go downward that way. But I guess it really doesn't matter, huh? Both ways look cute to me. Okay, I'm gonna do it the traditional way, I guess. So I'm gonna run some glue right here to do my edge on here. And I'm gonna have it going upward. That wasn't the original plan, but that's the plan now. So I'm gonna add some glue, a little bit at a time, because y'all know how that works out. And I think I'm gonna go in one of the creases that's already here, of course, and do it that way. And I'm gonna do this all the way around. So I will say the crown is on. I like it, but I don't like it because now that I flipped it this way, I got to put some type of trim on the top of this for sure. Because to me, that is not cute. at all. So I just covered it with some ribbon, and it looks a whole lot better. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. We got the top part done, right? Now for the bottom, I am going to glue this on just like this, going around. Okay, that's what I've decided to do. So that part looks okay. That's what we're working with on the inside. So now I'm inspecting the outside. And if I know me, I'm going to do something else to it. I just don't know what yet. Okay, so now, first things first, I need to put something in the middle. And to know exactly how I want to do this, I'm thinking I'm just going to put the stick, the dowel right in the middle of this. Probably right there. I don't know if that's dead in the middle or not, but we're going to go with whatever it looks like. If it looks good, then that's what we're going to go with. And it looks pretty good to me. Let me see. Yeah, it looks pretty good to me. I can just put a nice little hole in there and then stick it in there and glue it down. Yes. So let me get my drill together and I'll be right back. So I drill 5 holes in this plaque. 2 of them are already glued in. Let you see. There's a hole right here in the middle, and I put some on the sides over here, just in various places. And so what I'm doing now is I'm putting glue in the hole and sticking the dowel in the hole. Alright, so got the top part of it on, and I'm gonna have to, I put some the E6000 on it and some hot glue, and it's gonna have to sit overnight before I can really complete this carousel the way I want to. So okay. So this particular carousel is of course, you can see it. We're using 2 of the LED lamps. LED plaques for this concept right here. And one is at the top and one is at the bottom. Okay, and this is going to be the top, and what's going to happen is this is going to go on top of it, but I don't want to sit that up there right now because I'm still waiting on it to dry. But so far so good. I'm gonna go ahead on and put this little heart that I had made in it, and I'm gonna just stick it in this little hole that I have right here in the middle. And I think I'm gonna break it down just a little bit because I want it to sit overnight as well. Just put a little bit of glue in there and stick it in there. I'm hoping that it'll stay. Yeah. So that's where I'm at with this, guys. E6,000 on it. Now I was really debating if I wanted to even put anything on the sticks themselves, but I don't think I'm going to because the legs are natural as well. Okay, the natural wood. But this part right here is going to be glued onto this. So that is something I can complete. So all I have to do is place it on tomorrow, and then we can also load some goodies on this thing. Okay, I'm gonna try to move it over a little bit. Right there. So this right here is gonna hide the rest of this. So once this is on top of here, it's gonna need to be hidden. So this here is gonna be the piece to hide that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead on and add the fabric to this one right here and go on and get it ready for tomorrow. All right, so we don't have to spend too much more time on this. So I feel like I've spent more than enough already. So turn it this way. I'll go ahead on and lay my fabric out how I want it. And I'm just gonna do this the same way I did the smallest strips that's on it, okay? Same exact thing. This is the top of the crown that's supposed to go on the carousel. Now, if y'all knew anything about me at all, you know I don't like the way this looks. Okay? So I'm going to have to figure something out here. And I will. I already have just now. So where this pink is at, I'm going to add some lace. Whew, I know this thing has a lot going on, but I just have to make it look a certain way. Now, I realized something that I did that I probably shouldn't have done, and that is close this completely up. And the reason why is because this baby has a light on the other side of it as well that does not need to be covered. Ain't that fun? Anywho, I'm about to see if I can put this on. Ooh, nervous. It's not all the way on yet. But y'all know me, I'm curious. All right. First of all, let me find the opening that I'm going to use. And I think I'm going to use this side. So there needs to be an opening here for the little light switch. So right here where I closed it and I had it to join up, I'm going to open it back up right there. Unfortunately. Hoping that I'll be enough. I don't have to open up too much. I'm gonna leave that opening right there. So that's a little gap right there. So now, y'all see me trying it, right? Now, let me see. It's like putting on a hat. Oh gosh, I'm nervous. I got it semi on, y'all. Oh. Okay. It's on. It's on. It's on. Oh my gosh, it's on. I got it on. Okay. But I cannot see this dial, so I gotta cut some more. Gosh, Lee. So I'm trying to see how much this I gotta cut. I'll mess up my design. Okay. All right. I can't believe I just put that on. I can't believe I just did that. Because I don't have no patience. That's my problem. I ought to be ashamed of myself. But look. Can y'all see it? Supposed to have been waiting until tomorrow to do that. Not tonight. But after putting that lace on there, I'm like, ugh. I had to at least try. And I got it on here. And it's just supposed to sit on there. I don't want it to be glued on anything. I just want it to sit. And this is the opening on this side of where the light, can you see that, where the light switch is? So I feel like I need to do something to make that look better. Maybe trim it out right there, only with some. And I'm still trying it, y'all, because it is still not ready, okay? It really isn't, but I just had to try it. I'm so in love with this thing. Look at it. It's so cute. Okay, so where's the lights? Trying to find the lights, y'all. This is the lights for the bottom of it. Of course, you know that. Okay. Stick your little fingers through here. And that is the lights for the top of it. I am so tickled. Okay, anyway. There's still some little odds and ends that need to be done, but oh my goodness. Y'all see this? Ain't this cute? Ain't it cute? Okay, what else I want to do? Was that it? So let's put some goodies in it. I think that's really it. Besides the goodies. And these pearls. Oh, goodness, goodness, goodness. I drug this on. I feel I drug it on. So long. Trying to get it right. Not perfect, okay? Not by far, but I'm happy with it. These don't have the dips in it like I wanted to. I'm still happy with it. All right, so I said I was going to wait and finish the rest of this tomorrow, but my hard-headed butt could not do that. I had to at least try to put the top on, so now it's on, but it still needs to dry. But I still have a few little minor, hiccups that I need to do to it. But y'all, this is the finished product. I cannot put any gifts in it because it has not dried. So I'm going to show the gifts in it in a short, okay? I really hope this was not hard to follow alone. It's my first time actually doing a carousel. So I'm excited about it. This is my Valentine's Day carousel. I will be doing more in different colors, of course. But this is it. This is it. What do you guys think? Do you like it? I hope you're willing to try it. It does take 2 of the LED plaques from Walmart. Okay, for $5.97. I think that's what they are. I'm not really sure. Don't hold me to that price. It's 5 something. Unless they changed it since the last time I bought some. But anywho, this is the project that I wanted to get done. And it took me a moment. I appreciate you guys watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you on that short. All right. And in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Bye.